Alright, hey guys. It's
Really loud.
I don't care. I do. We've already gone through this in the first video, Darryl. Well, we're not putting this in. We might. Well, we gotta sound energetic.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
What are you energetic about?
Life. Are you fucking kidding me,
Darryl?
Again.
What in your life do you have to be energetic about?
That. Look at my bull right here.
Darryl. That should be putting you down.
That's okay. It shows character.
It shows character?
Yeah, of some sort.
Look at it!
It's character.
You just put fucking Coke all over.
And somehow, on that line, they must have wrote on the first copy, because that line is on all the papers. At the bottom right corner.
Well, it's not copied. That was actually written there.
But it's on all the papers. Okay. Hey guys. This is Darryl from Countrywide. And
I'm Tyler.
he's having some problems right now. Time. We'll be right back. Are you okay?
No.
Are you in a good...
I think I blew a ball.
Are you good enough health condition to do this video? I need you to pull through.
Walk it off.
I need you to pull through. Come on. Are you good?
Just walk it off.
Are you okay?
I don't like being asked if I'm okay, Darryl.
We're back after that little nut problem.
I just cracked my right pistachio.
Okay. So for our one active subscriber, UT Southpaw 2013. Thank you, by the way.
I got dip on my boot.
And you asked about doing some dip prank videos. We'll try to get on those.
He's the one that asked?
Yeah, as soon as we can. So, right now, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. So, right now, I'm going to be dipping on some Copenhagen snuff.
No one really gives a shit. He gives a shit. He asked you. You already told him. The other subscribers don't care. The other subscribers probably didn't even watch the second video.
Who cares?
If you did, comment down below.
Yeah. We're trying to get more than an average of a minute and 28 seconds average watch time. So,
is that a realistic goal?
Yeah.
Are we actually interesting for more than a minute and 20-something seconds?
So mostly today.
What do you mean, mostly today?
Just wait. I just lost all train of thought. Okay. So I'm going to put in a dip, and then we're going to start talking about our first time riding the bull.
I'm not putting in a dip because I'm broke as shit. It's my last dip, and I need that for tomorrow morning because I have shit tomorrow morning.
But you have the $2 off the...
I don't have $4.
How much money do you have?
0. Oh, I got change!
Okay, come sit on the couch and count your change.
My change is gone.
Okay, so Tyler is officially broke. Well, I got a full can here. Nearly full can. You want to pinch your stuff?
Yes, babe.
thinking that we're gay.
If they want to think that, they can think that, but in my heart, I know it's not true completely. So
I like pussy.
so do I. Cats are really nice. It's got soft fur.
Oh, cats. Every time you say cats.
I hate cats.
You know what? If you want to explain that story along with your bull
Yeah, I
riding
think I
story,
will. I didn't even think about the story when I brought up cats.
Okay, so I'll start with mine while he's putting in a dip. Well, the first time I started bull riding was about a year ago. And I always knew the guy that ran this, and one day I kind of just decided I want to get on a bull. The first time I went, I watched for most of it, and then near the end, I decided that I wanted to get on. So I kind of just filled out the form, got it signed, and paid my money, and got on. The first time in the shoot, it's definitely, what's a word I could use? Nerve-wracking? I've been riding horse for as long as I can remember, but just getting on the back of a bull, it just feels different. And I had no idea what I was doing, or what I was getting into. I had no idea if I was even going to like it. So they taught me what to do with the rope and where to put my feet and everything like that. All I had on is a vest. I didn't have a helmet on. You're supposed to wear a mouth guard. I didn't wear a mouth guard. And I still don't use a mouth guard. I wear a helmet sometimes though. So I got in, put my arm up, nodded my head. They opened that chute. And it's all just kind of a blur. It goes so fast, but it feels like you're on there for an eternity. But just all the movement is fast and kind of hard to keep up with. I actually did a lot better than I thought I would. I got around 4 seconds. And now this was a really easy bull. It wasn't even a bull, I think it was a steer. But it was just kind of a runner where it just kind of ran, bucked. But it was definitely fun, and ever since then I've been addicted to riding bulls. Got hurt a couple times within the past year. I have 2 fake teeth now.
Yeah, that's funny. We should tell them that story.
I'll probably tell him that story after you tell yours.
Well,
I'm not done yet.
what else do you have to say?
I've got hurt my ribs a couple times, hurt my foot. I actually tried walking to his house on crutches.
No, that was a fun day.
I come in, his mom asked, "What did you do?"
You didn't walk in on crutches.
Mm-hmm.
You walked about halfway, and then I went and picked you up.
Well, yeah, you picked me up, and then whenever I walked into your house.
Yeah, but you're completely leaving out the part where you walked halfway, and I had to go pick you up.
Okay, well, I'm still proud of how far I made it.
He lives about 5.5 miles away.
Yeah, even though I spend most of my time here.
So you didn't walk halfway, you walked about 1.5 miles.
Yeah, it definitely
Still on crutches, yeah.
And she asked me what happened. I'm like, I hurt my foot from bull riding. And this was after you got on for your first time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's always been kind of nervous about him getting on and getting hurt.
I'm pretty sure that's the main reason it took me so long to get on a bull, because she wouldn't tell me about the places she found.
And I'm guessing me walking in on crutches didn't help her fear of him getting hurt. But it's all worth it. It's big adrenaline rush. Definitely fun. I'm actually saving up for a school right here in our area right now. And hopefully I learn a couple new things. Or a lot of new things. It's by Gary LeFew. I'm really hoping that I start doing a lot better, because apparently he's supposed to be one of the best teachers there is around. And yeah, so that's pretty much just my...
So, first time I got on a bull... First time I got on a bull was the same place he did. The bull was an extremely easy bull. It was the easiest bull I think they have there, isn't it?
One of the easiest. They got a couple.
So, I borrowed someone's vest and glove and rope and everything. I forgot my mouth guard. I didn't use a mouth guard. And I had a helmet on. And once I got up there, it didn't, like, nerves didn't hit me at all, which is really weird because I have, like, very bad anxiety about doing anything. But, like, the second I got up in the chute, I was not scared at all. It felt like I was doing it, like, a million times. And I just put my hand right in the rope. And, I guess me not being nervous about it was a bad thing because I didn't focus too much. Because when I put the rope around my hand, it was right on my fingertips, and I wasn't holding on tight enough to stay on the bull. So the second they opened the chute, it was not long at all before the rope just slipped right out of my hand, and I just flew backwards and fell. How high would you say that was? Like 4.5
feet, something like that.
I hit the ground, and it felt like slow motion. I was in the air, and I looked to the side. I looked over at Darryl, and my girlfriend was there at the time. So I looked over at them, and it just felt like slow motion, just falling sideways. It was really weird. And then, I remember in my head thinking, am I going to hit the ground yet? It felt like forever, and then I just hit the ground. I didn't feel anything. I wasn't hurting after that. I didn't feel anything. And that's about it. I haven't gotten on a bull again because I don't have the money. But that's going to change in a week or two.
Sounds good. It's definitely a good sport to do. It's fun if you're willing to take the risk. If you want to get into it, I suggest looking up a couple places. And, I mean, a lot of people come and they watch for their first time, and then they decide if they want to get on or not.
I suggest asking around, like if you go to the store and you see someone who just looks like they wouldn't know what they're talking about.
If you live anywhere in Pennsylvania, if you guys ask us, we'll tell you where to go.
Yeah, we'll try to find some places.
But we do have a good amount of people that come from around. I know that we do have 2 girls that come up from Delaware, I think.
Mm-hmm. All the way from Delaware.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the people are from 45 minutes away. We're probably one of the closest people around.
Yeah, we're 10 minutes down the road.
It's definitely not a cheap sport whenever you have to go and buy the equipment. So I'd get used equipment.
Or if you're going for your first time, I suggest just borrowing someone else's equipment. Most of the time, they'll be pretty pretty nice about it. You'll be able to use it, and I highly suggest doing that and seeing if you want to keep at the sport before you like decide to go buy equipment for it.
Don't get discouraged if you fall off your first time.
Everybody fall off.
It's even, I mean, oh, even the people that have been doing this for a couple of years, they're still gonna fall off. I mean, it's not an easy sport.
That's why I like it so much, because it doesn't matter how skilled you are or how much you think you know about it. You get on a new bull every time, and it's got different like tactics of where it goes. Spins right, spins left, jumps higher, runs. Like, it doesn't matter how good you think you are. You're gonna get on a bull and have something else happen, something you're not used to, and you still have that chance of losing.
But there's always that chance of staying on for the 8 seconds, and it feels really good.
Yeah, but everybody already knows that. I'm not trying. I'm trying more to focus on, like, no matter what you do, there's always going to be a bull that is going to be better than you, pretty much.
It's definitely a sport you have to work at, like anything else.
Yeah, and if you really want to get into it, then you should be out practicing as often as you can.
Okay, so Gary LeFew, he runs the bull riding schools. He's got around 10 of them around the country. Some, I think the shortest ones are 3 days. The longest one is actually done at his ranch, which is like a whole week long. They're not cheap, but I hear that they're really good, and he really does teach you a lot of stuff. I know the one that is around our area, you can ride as many bulls as you want, and lunch is included, and ours is a 3-day thing.
But you also, if you want to get into bull riding, you don't have to do a school. You don't have to go through that. You don't have to pay for it. You could just do the whatever weekly, whatever you have around. You just practice and get better at that. And if you want to decide to try to go further, a school is a good option. But overall, I just ask people around you, find out as many tips as you can. But you don't have to pay for the school if you want to get better. It's a good idea if you want to, but
the hard thing is, I was actually talking to some of the guys that did bull riding, but they don't do it anymore. He actually went to the same school. He went down to Gary's ranch, but he was riding for like 2-3 years before he actually started the schools. The thing you can form is bad habits, and they're really hard to break. Then having really no habits and forming new ones. So a good time to do it is if you're practicing about for a year. You get past the first time jitters, because your first couple times, it's all a blur. It just happens so fast. But as you do it more, you start picking things up, realizing actually how different these bulls are, each one of them. So what I was recommended to do was to do it for about a year to get past all those, and you don't really form habits by then. And then try this school out, because then you're prepared a little bit. You know sort of what to expect, and he can teach you things that you will work on later when you go home at the 3-day school, and you just keep working at those, making those your habits. The 7-day school, that's normally enough time for you to start forming these habits, because you're riding bulls every day for like 7 days. So
I want to eventually save up for the 7-day school. Another I'm dying. Another good school I hear is actually the PBR Academy. That one's down in Texas. I think, well, that one's about a week long too, right? I've never met anybody that's been to that one, but I hear it's good. So I'd look into that one too if you're down there. Or if you feel like paying for it or have the money for it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Anything else?
Not really.
Alright, let's hear this cat story.
God. I'm gonna have a whole 4 people know the story. So one time I was with this girl.
You sound so just monotone about it.
What are you? I'm supposed to be excited about this?
It's a good story. It's funny. At least show some excitement that you want to tell them this story.
So, I was with this girl at the time. You can stop laughing. I want to get through the story as fast as I can.
Go.
I was with this girl at the time, and I slept over at her house, and we were in her room. She lives on the 2nd story, so remember that part.
Are you telling them the cat girl one, or which one are you?
Yes.
Okay. I thought that happened here.
No. She lives on the 2nd story. It was at her house. And there's a window right at the end. Like, if the futon was a bed, the window is right here. So, I don't know if they could see your hand, but I was doggy style it. And then all of a sudden in the middle, she just looked up, and she's really fucking into cats for some reason. She just looked up and out the window, and a cat ran across her driveway, and she just yelled cat, and like jumped forward out the, like almost jumped out the fucking window. And then afterwards, she looked at me and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I'm like, "All right, well," she said, "Well, are
Is this hard for you to tell?"
She's like, "Well, can you still go?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, she's like, "Well, I can try to, like," she said, "I can try to," and then right there I stopped her, and I'm like, "No, I'm good." And at that point, just stop talking. Well, not stop talking in that sense, like I still talk to her, but like at that point it was just quiet. Clothes were back on pretty quick. It wasn't like she wasn't into it either, which bothers me the most. She was really into it, and then she just looked up, saw a cat, and like jumped. So I don't know what's wrong with her.
I hope she's one of the subscribers.
Oh, I don't care. I'll talk shit on her all day.
Any other stories that we can tell?
I got a lot, but most of them go like that. One time,
Wait, did I ever tell you the story of how I actually knocked out my teeth?
No. You got on a bull and they kicked you.
He didn't kick me.
Okay, I'll tell you now. Alright, so this was...
You heard it first here.
Yeah. This was about a couple months in to bull riding. And I got on a bull, feeling pretty confident. Never got hurt before. Like, seriously hurt. I got stepped on, but... I lasted for about 4 seconds again. He actually bucked me off.
Like you normally last.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. I just completely fell into that.
You already said yes, so it's a thing.
Yeah, 4 seconds. I'm trying to build it up to 8 right now.
You gotta double that time. Use a lot of that KY duration speed. or just double up on condoms.
I might have to triple up. He bucked me off kind of towards the side. The fence was right there. I just remember going teeth first into the fence. I'm lucky I only broke off 2 teeth. I mean, and I broke them all the way off down to the nerves and stuff. I go home and I still didn't tell him about it. I kind of just went up, took a shower, and still didn't say anything. I went to bed, and I woke up, went downstairs, tried to eat breakfast. And I remember this clear as day. We had egg sandwiches, right? I go to take a bite out of the egg sandwich, and it was one of the most painful things in the whole entire world. Something so soft, just an egg sandwich. And that's how my grandparents found out. They got really mad at me for not telling them. Went to the dentist, first time ever to the dentist. Not my last.
Yeah, not your last, because your fake tooth flew out.
And yeah, I really don't like Novocaine shots. I found out, especially whenever they go straight up into your palate. So now I got 2 fake teeth, which are kind of great, except for the fact that they fall out sometimes. I was actually sitting right here on this futon the last time it fell out.
He was just in the middle of talking. Like, all day, he was like, it's getting really loose. I was just like, oh, that's okay. and then he was in the middle of talking, and it just kind of came out.
Yeah. Here it turns out that what was left of my tooth, they actually kind of drilled around or grinded away around it and just put the caps over top. It actually broke off completely. I'm just waiting for the second one to do that. And I had to go back into the dentist. More Novocaine shots. Again. And they put it back in real quick. I was really happy with it. Went quick. My face was kind of drooping all day. Like, the side of my face.
That's always fun, especially when you try to drink something, like, from a can afterwards.
Oh, well, just imagine trying to put in a dip.
Oh.
I think I was to the dentist around 7 times for these fake teeth so far. So it's a pain in the ass, except they stay one color. So I'm kind of happy about that.
Just gonna knock out all my teeth just for that reason.
Mm-hmm. Just get a whole set of fake teeth. Be right back. Entertain them.